I'm at the hospital now, just running on time, going up to the 4th floor. It's very rare that anybody has had like a really bad reaction. Just I'm having a bad reaction to medication. I'll show you a photo of my legs. Includes my mom that she's. Hey everyone, it has been a while since I've been able to vlog anything. The lighting is really crappy, but I'll have to do with what I have. I had an appointment on Friday with Dr. Joseph at 1:45 at his clinic at the General. I saw him, I let him know sort of how bad I've been feeling. Actually, I told him everything. It's just that things were kind of going backwards, and I'm pretty sure that I still have the infection, and you know, there was a lot of GI symptoms and stuff like that that were going on that just it shows me that there's, you know, something. So he was concerned, which I appreciate. He kind of gave me two options. One was to start antibiotics, do the blood cultures, and wait and see until next week. Problem with that one is if it's the wrong antibiotic for that specific culture, then it's not going to do anything, and I would have been on the medication for no reason, which I don't need to be on any antibiotics that I don't need because of potential issues for C. diff, for MRSA, all that stuff. So then the other option was to go down to the ER and get seen. So I was quite upset. Like I said in the past, I don't cry very often about this stuff because I still need to process it, and I don't think I've gotten that far yet. But I was just so disappointed that it was happening again. So I went down to the ER. I had never been really to the General for an ER visit like that before. I usually go to the Juravinski, but because I was there, that's where he wanted me to go, which was fine. Of course, you go in and you hear my history, and everybody says, "Oh wow, you're so young," or you know, like, you know, how did all this all start? And you literally have to tell your story 15,000 times, which is fine. But I do wish people would read the notes before coming in, because it is a long history, and I do get tired of repeating it every once in a while, especially because what is going on is so rare. So the latest thing about the immunodeficiency disorder is that I also have an autoimmune disorder, which means that any good antibodies that I get from the IVIG is automatically attacked by the autoimmune disorder, and only a few will actually be effective after an attack like that. So I have to go down on the prednisone before they will consider giving me medication to fight the autoimmune disorder. It's very rare. The doctors are all working together. I have immunology, rheumatology, cardiology, thrombosis, anything you can possibly imagine. So on Friday, went down to the ER. They said they were going to admit me. My vitals were okay, actually, which is pretty common. They weren't able to get blood work on the Friday because my veins were just shot, and I was so dehydrated from the GI symptoms. I felt so bad. But you know, you try and keep a good outlook, and you know, I had a really good interaction with one of the nurses there, and she actually came at the end of her shift to thank me for chatting with her, and that was actually very nice because it's been a while since I've done any like therapy or health teaching with people, and I miss it. I really do. Anyway, so Friday night they admitted me. I told them point blank that I did not want to stay in hospital. I am scared to death of getting an infection from just being there, because everything is just, you can't protect people as much as you can, and people don't wash their hands, and people don't, take proper precautions, and I can't risk it. So I told them point blank that I'd be willing to do anything they wanted me to, but at home, because I just didn't want to stay. So they kept me down in ER, where I would be in a small room like by myself, as opposed to a 4-person room. We did a lot of negotiating and really the only thing that they were able to do was blood work, really, if you think about it. I can handle the other symptoms at home. I wasn't having massive, chest pain or cardiac issues or any of that kind of stuff. So I was like, why stay if it's just about blood work? So what the doctor did, which was so amazing, he actually gave us this card and told us to call midweek for the results of the drugs, or the tests, the blood cultures, and if they're back in time and he can do it, he's going to order the meds from the hospital to my house. So that way I don't have to go into the hospital or anything like that. So hopeful that I don't have an infection, but feeling okay that I'm home and waiting at the same time. I'm keeping it very low-key, not going too many places. Been to Shoppers and that's it. Actually I went to Zarky's. I lied. I went to Zarky's too. So that's all that's kind of happening right now. I'm just waiting. Still at my mom's just because I still get dizzy every once in a while, actually a lot. And I'm nervous to drive, especially on the medication that I'm on. So she's been an absolute godsend. She visits me every time I'm in hospital. She's there for me every second of the day. And I honestly don't think I could have gone through this without her. It's been a long year and a half. And I'm like at my ropes, and it's hard when it's constantly bad news and constantly new issues that are coming up, and sometimes you just think, my goodness, like how much more can I take? But I'm gonna keep trucking on, because I do believe that my dad is watching, and I do believe that with my mom's support I can get through this. It's just a matter of figuring it's just a matter of figuring out how to fit this in with everything else that's going on. So that's it for now. I don't really have any appointments this week. I have getting my hair done on Wednesday. I'm so excited. I absolutely hate it right now. It's up in a ponytail, and I just can't wait for Luifa to fix it all up. That's it for now. I think I did do a video earlier on in the week. I'll have to check. I will add it onto this one. But I just wanted to give you guys an update if there's anyone out there that is curious. Okay, all right, guys. Have a good night.